First time they advance with a victory, 1-0 over New York City FC 2.
You've sent Chicago Fire 2 to the Eastern Conference semifinals. 6 different goal scorers for Columbus and a 6-2 throttling here in Fort Lauderdale. Tiger Smalls has brought Crown Legacy back from 1-0 down to 2-1 up in stoppage time. The North Texas Championship dreams continue on into the conference semifinals. Goal! Joyner! The spirit of St. Louis shown today. Sliding ball for Garcia, and he connects! The sub gives the town a 2-1 lead in the 82nd minute.
4 goals now for Tacoma, and things looking very good for the home side.
And there it is. We began with 16. We are now down to the 8, the Western Conference and Eastern Conference semifinals. Everybody loves a bracket. Here is what happened in the opening round. In the Western Conference, we went chalk. The 1 seed, the 2 seed, the 3 seed, and the 4 seed all winning their quarterfinal matchups. A different story in the East. The number 1 seed, FC Cincinnati, bounced by the 8 seed Crown Legacy, an opponent they picked right here on PYO. Also, the 3 seed Inter Miami, eliminated by the 7 seed Columbus Crew 2, and that means Philadelphia Union moving to the Catbird seat. Philadelphia Union 2 and Chicago Fire 2 will be the second top seed here in the Eastern Conference as the 4 seed, awaiting their opponents. You know how it works. This is where the fun begins. It is our own MLS Next Pro Hunger Games. We had 16 windows. We're now down to the 8, and we will soon find out who those matchups will be looking and who will advance soon enough with the conference semifinals on the horizon. Glad you could join us. I am Max Bretos. Truly a thrill to be here as we see in real time what is going to happen with regard to this competition. Let us do the introductions for the 8 remaining teams. We'll begin the Eastern Conference. Representing Philadelphia Union 2, it is head coach Marlon LeBlanc and director of academy and professional development John Shearer. Marlon LeBlanc last time called out NYCFC 2. Philadelphia bragging rights would soon follow. Great selection there. The number 4 seed and now the 2nd seed overall remaining in the East is the Chicago Fire FC 2. Their general manager, Alex Bowler, here on the line representing Chi-Town. The 7 seed, still here, Columbus Crew. Big smile there from Kelvin Jones. He will await to see where he will be traveling to for the conference semifinals representing Columbus Crew 2. And the 8 seed, Crown Legacy FC. Head coach Kevin Sawchuk will be here to see where he will be going. It will be either St. Louis or Chicago. We'll find out in just moments. Stay with us. In the Western Conference, the number 1 overall seed in MLS Next Pro, North Texas SC, will be represented by general manager Matt Denny and interim head coach Michelle Garbini, looking to maintain that top spot. The 2 seed, St. Louis City 2, their sporting director Lutz Pfannenstiel, there will be representing St. Louis City with the St. Louis City 2 with an incredible turnout as they were able to beat LAFC 2. The Town FC from Moraga, California, the 3 seed, represented by head coach Dan DeGeer, technical director John Wallinack. Great to see John. He was part of one of the greatest games in MLS history with the Red Bulls and LA Galaxy 2007. Fond memories, John. Good to see you again, as well as Dan. And the 4 seed, Tacoma Defiance, director of player personnel, Corey Sintzer, will be joining us representing Tacoma to see if he will be traveling to North Texas or St. Louis. We'll find out the East and the West. Let us begin in the East. And Philadelphia Union 2, they are going to make the selection. They'll be the only Eastern team making selections. Once they make their choice, we'll hear from all 4 teams. Again, we have 2 minutes to make the choice here for Philadelphia Union. These are their options. Will it be Columbus Crew 2 or will it be Crown Legacy? They played Columbus 3 times, a win, a loss, and a shootout victory, most recently there on August 26th. Just one match with Crown Legacy. Philadelphia Union went on the road back on June the 13th and beat Crown Legacy comfortably 3-0. That would suggest that maybe Crown Legacy is the choice, but maybe there's a different feel here and perhaps they go a different direction. So you don't want to hear me yapping about it. Let's go to the source. Philadelphia Union 2 and their remarkable crest in MLS Next Pro. Marlon LeBlanc and John Shear. Gentlemen, you have 2 minutes. You can use as much as or as little as you want. What is your selection for your conference semifinal?
Thanks, Max. Thanks for setting us up there with that Crown Legacy comment. Talk about putting a bullseye on our back. Appreciate you for that one. Philadelphia Union 2 selects Crown Legacy.
Crown Legacy. Well, he goes with the 8 seed. Cincinnati picked Crown Legacy last time, and it snake bit them. You don't want to be you are the snakes this time around. Why was that the choice? Because you did have Columbus Crew, which was the 7 seed. We know the standings were pretty tight in some areas there, but why would that be the better choice for you here?
Yeah, well, honestly, I think picking president might be easier than picking an opponent in this league. I said last weekend that the difference between 3 and 8 and 3 and 9 really in the Eastern Conference was a total of 3 points. So everybody there is really, really good. And, a lot of credit to Kevin and the job he's done since taking over at Crown Legacy and vaulting those guys into the position that they're at right now. But we wanted to pick somebody for our fans as well. Our fans have not seen Crown Legacy and the Charlotte organization here. This year, we've played Columbus Crew 3 times. I'm a little bit bored seeing Kelvin. He's a great friend of mine, but, let him go smile at Chicago for a little bit instead. So I think it'd be a great opportunity for us to bring in a really good team in Crown Legacy that has certainly, like I said, vaulted themselves up the odd table. I want to get a good close look at what $3.5 million bought you, Kevin, because I think that player up front's a pretty good player there. And so it'll be nice to see him if he's in your squad this week. But yeah, just a great opportunity for our young guys to take on a really, really good team.
Aaron Don was tremendous for this team. Kelvin, you'll have to wait for your cheesesteak dinner that Marlon's going to pick up for another day as he's dodging you here. But it is Crown Legacy. You're 1 for 1, Marlon, in this process. We'll see if you can double that up. But Kevin, Crown Legacy is a real dangerous team. FC Cincinnati 2 will be the first to say it. How are you feeling after that result, and what is your squad looking like as they prepare for this semifinal matchup?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, we went in as the underdogs, and we're still the underdogs going into this match. So Marlon's done a great job with the team there, and at one point they looked like they were going to win the Eastern Conference. So we're looking forward to the matchup. They have a lot of young, talented players, just like we have some young, talented players as well. So anytime that we can provide the platform for them to compete at a big stage like this, and we can see real young talent, like the purpose of this league, it's exciting for everybody. So we're going into the matchup with no pressure, just like we went into the Cincinnati game, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, everyone loves the underdog, and that 8 seed gives Crown Legacy, quite the adventure ahead of them. Could they make the double, beat the 1 seed, and then beat the 2 seed? We'll find out. We'll see Kevin Sullivan there as well. A highly anticipated matchup. Stick with us. We'll give you all the details on the kickoff time, the date for that matchup. That means that Chicago Fire FC 2 will be playing Columbus Crew, a good Midwest derby, knees up. Let's get after it. Let us now talk to Chicago Fire and their general manager, Alex Bowler. Your initial thoughts on this matchup?
No, we're obviously super excited. We know Columbus well. We've played them 3 times this year, all been tight matches. We have great respect for Columbus. Obviously, they know how to win in the playoffs in MLS Next Pro. They've had success. So we definitely look forward to hosting them and having a great match.
Talk about the victory over Orlando City. You guys had both teams featuring one of the top scorers in the league, both fighting the back of the net. It was a nip and tuck matchup. What was the difference in your estimation for you to advance?
No, I mean, listen, it was first time for extra time. You know, we were used to just going to penalty shootouts. It was another 30 minutes and on top of it. So it was a long day, but, you know, a really hard fought game by both teams, to be honest with you. And then in the end, it came down to a shootout. So it was just a really hot, you know, game fought hard by both teams. So
Kelvin, you look like the picture of confidence right now. Philadelphia Union 2 dodged you. You guys are the creme de la creme historically in Next Pro, and obviously a lot of the players that have been so successful have moved on to the senior team. What did you think about the matchup with Chicago Fire?
Yeah, very much looking forward to it. Like you said, we played 3 times in 3 very close matches. So we knew either one, whether it was Philly or Chicago, it will be a difficult matchup. So very much looking forward to this match as well. And just like last week, we'll have the boys ready and prepared for the competition that's in front of us.
What did it mean? Obviously, just for the Columbus Crew club from top to bottom, everything's been Inter Miami, Inter Miami. They've had a great Next Pro team, and you guys just came in and smashed them. What was the difference for your team on that day?
Yeah, I think if you go back to the week, it was a really good week of training, and the boys were really focused. Much like a lot of the teams now, you've got a really young roster, and for those guys to go on the road, put that performance together, build some confidence and some experience in the playoffs, will hopefully vault us to success on the weekend.
There you go. Read 'em and weep. The East semifinals are locked in. It is going to be Philadelphia Union, the 2 seed, Philadelphia Union 2, taking on Columbus Crew 2, the 7 seed. That will be coming your way Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And then Chicago Fire 2, the 4 seed. Pardon me, they'll be taking on Crown Legacy. That second game in Chi-Town will be at 2 p.m. Eastern on the Sunday, October 27th. So mark your calendars, spread the word. We know a lot of players are tuning in and coaches and fans. We definitely want to hear your feedback. Let us know about these matchups. The winners will advance to the Eastern semifinals. We know the folks from the Western Conference have been waiting patiently. So let us get into the specifics on exactly what we will be seeing there. Again, the top 4 seeds advanced. So as they say in the bracket business, chalk, the number 1 overall seed overall, North Texas SC, getting by the Vancouver Whitecaps FC2 to make sure they stayed in place. Now, there is no 7 and no 8 seed. They are going to face a very, very high-seeded team. Will it be the Town FC, affiliated with the San Jose Earthquakes, as the 3 seed? Or will it be the 4 seed Tacoma Defiance, the Seattle Sounders affiliate, who we know has been a factory developing great young players for them in the senior team? There they go. 2 matchups against the Town. It was 1 loss and 1 shootout win on behalf of North Texas. So the Town FC in Moraga getting the victory. We'll see if that is their selection. So we've seen the matchups. Let's now take it out to North Texas, the number 1 seed, to see what direction they will be going. General Manager Matt Kennedy, interim head coach Michelle Garbini, you have 2 minutes on the clock. What will your selection be?
Thank you. First of all, we're happy to be here after a roller coaster game this weekend. And we just know every game's tough at this point in the season. And we've gone with the natural selection. So North Texas SC selects Tacoma Defiance.
Oh, very tantalizing matchup. Tacoma Defiance. We will hear from them first. I imagine, Matt, that the seeding takes a look, or takes some sort of the part of your selection process. What have you seen from the 2 teams that give you the idea? And we know these are both outstanding clubs. Why Tacoma Defiance might be the better matchup for you guys?
Yeah, we just feel that in this stage of the season is no easy games. So either game would be tough. We just feel that it's about us. We like challenges, and we want to have Tacoma come to us and challenging us. Let's see what is going to happen, but hopefully the best for us.
Travel also a big part in here, whether it was the Town FC or Tacoma Defiance, that you're going to have to pack their bags and do a relatively lengthy trip, but certainly Tacoma Defiance will have to add roughly about another hour to their flight. It's all part of the process. Let's now bring in Director of Player Personnel, Corey Sincer. And Tacoma Defiance, it's a tough gig there, Corey, because you do have a lot of players that have been pushed up to the senior team, but you guys have clout. You have that equity, and you are a team that when you hear about Tacoma Defiance, it gives a perilous approach to opponents. What do you think about facing North Texas, who have been not just the best team in the West, but the best team in MLS Next Pro throughout the regular season?
Yeah, well, look, in keeping with the theme from last weekend, the postseason redemption tour continues with North Texas, another team that got the better of us this season. We played them early on in the year. So I think both sides have changed a little bit. You alluded to the fact that a couple players who were maybe featuring with our club at the beginning of the year have now moved up. As my previous boss, Garth Lagerway, used to say, caviar problems, when you're developing young players and they're impacting your first team. Look, it's an opportunity to hopefully right some wrongs against a really good opponent. They're well coached. They've had a lot of success this year by way of featuring young players, which is what this league is all about. We know Choctaw is going to be a tough environment. They get fans out there. Hopefully it's not too hot, but I know our guys are really looking forward to it.
Corey, how are you feeling about the team? Pretty impressive over Ventura County in the quarterfinals, a 4-0 clean sheet result.
Yeah, look, sometimes those leads still get a little nervy. Thinking back to last year, we were up 3-0 on Houston, and it turned into a 4-3 shootout. But look, I think we were pretty solid on both sides of the ball. We were scoring goals, but we were also defending like mad. Our goalkeeper, Jacob Castro, had a big game. Could have been closer, but really it was a team effort, and hopefully that trend continues this weekend.
Well, best of luck to you. Best of luck to North Texas as well, and Michelle, and everything that they have done. It's going to be a really compelling matchup. We'll give you the details as to the time and place here momentarily. That means we'll have a rematch from last year in the other semifinal. St. Louis City 2 will face the Town FC, which were then known as Quakes 2, and Quakes 2 victorious that time around. Different story, St. Louis City. Let's bring in Lutz Steele. Your reaction, Lutz, to the matchup of the Town FC coming your way.
Yeah, we didn't have much choice for a start, so we had to keep or take that what North Texas gives us. Having the top four, I think, in the semifinal speaks for itself. It doesn't really matter who you play. But Max, you brought out a good one. We lost last year against the Town, so I want to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And we have to play something for, of course, not just to make the final, but also to look back last year and well, hold them one over as well. So it's a very impressive team, So I think especially defensively, not conceding many goals, not really let the opponent create many chances makes it very difficult. But for us, it's important to have a home game. I think we will have a good crowd again. St. Louis is known for that, to have a special atmosphere when it comes not just to the first team, but also to the MLS Next Pro. And we're looking forward to that game. And, well, we'll try our best to get around further than last year.
Lutz, tell us about that crowd. I mean, it popped off the screen against LAFC too. What kind of numbers were you able to draw there in one of the great quarterfinal matchups that we were able to see this past weekend?
I think I can't give you the exact numbers, but I mean, when it comes to record-breaking numbers, I think we have the 4 highest attendance numbers in the history of MLS Next Pro, which is great. But again, it was a good turnout. It was a beautiful day as well. It always helps on a Sunday afternoon when the sun is shining. But it was a good game to watch, especially with LAFC having lots of young talented players scoring in the 94th minute. I think made it really, really special for the boys. And well, another game to go, another game to shine. Lots of academy players will be on the field again, and we just want to give our fans, lots of youngsters in the stands, something to celebrate, and hopefully they turn up again in big numbers.
If you want to check out some of the highlights, Makai Joyner, who's had 20 goal contributions this season, fantastic goal, fantastic celebration too, stuck the landing, and now it's St. Louis City. So let's talk to the Town FC, head coach Dan DeGeer and John Wallenek, the technical director. I'll start with you, Coach. This is a matchup. I know it's pretty exciting because it's been a short history for MLS Next Pro. But these teams, and like in the case of Columbus 2 and St. Louis City 2, have an aura because of the success they've had and the crowd and the crowds that they're able to draw. So what does that mean for you guys, and how excited do you think your players are going to be for this challenge ahead?
Yeah, I think we're very excited to play St. Louis. Over the past, I'd say 3 years, we've had great matchups against them. You know, some wins, some losses, but it's always a competitive game. I think Bobby and his staff do an excellent job with their team. They're very difficult to play against, especially on the road. But ultimately, you can't ask for much more playing in City Park with that fan base. It's a player's dream, right? So we're looking forward to it.
John, let me ask you, because we've seen some of the good young players moving on up that are representing U.S. under 19s, under 20s for the Earthquakes, coming there that you're helping build at the Town FC. What kind of talent are you seeing there in Northern California that's helping boost your club and the senior team as well?
Yeah, we're really excited, one, to continue in this tournament, and then two, we're really excited about our young talent, definitely in the area, but also within our club. Definitely putting out some of the youngest teams in this league, and credit to the staff. They're able to develop these guys and push them forward, and we're really excited about some of the young players that we have with this group, and what better way to help them continue in their process of their young professional development to play in a place like City Park with fans everywhere against a really good team. So we're excited for the opportunity and just happy that our guys get another chance to show themselves in a really high-level professional game.
Very exciting matchup. We'll see if there were upsets, which we had in the East. Will they filter out into the Western Conference? Here are the matchups for you tuning at home that we will see in the conference semifinals in the West. Saturday night, October 26th, North Texas SC will be facing the Tacoma Defiance. The Sunday matchup, 5 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. local there in St. Louis City. We'll get a little bit of daylight. We are heading towards falling back here very soon. They will take on the Town FC. We'll see if the cream rises to the top. Everyone, good luck. We look forward to seeing the games this weekend. You can now start preparing for your matchup. That's what makes this show so exciting. PYO, as now these players and their coaches and everyone involved gets ready for it. So best of luck, and we'll see who makes the next cut very soon. On behalf of everyone here, I am Max Bretos. Enjoy the games. Check out all on MLS Next Pro on their website to find out all the details. The stars of tomorrow, you can see them today.